Hello, what is up, everybody? It's Jake, the Upset Dog, whatever you might want to call me. And The Strokes, Reality Awaits, 2026, the new album. I was psyched when I heard that they were going to be putting out a new album, and I was just listening to it about like 15 minutes ago. I listened to it the day it came out, but I was just getting a re-listen through my headphones the other like 15 minutes ago, and I was like, you know what? I want to make a video to talk about this album because it is a huge mixed bag for me. Like there are parts about this album that I love, and there are parts about this album that I do not love. And that I'm going to make that pretty evident. I will say, like, this is just my humble opinion. I have not seen any, like, I have not read about any, like, critiques of this album or like anybody's like reaction videos to the album or anything like that. The only video I've watched was the Fantano video of him talking about the lyric about him. That's the only video I've seen about this album. So this is just what I think. Feel free to express your opinions or any confirmations that you might have about information about the album that I might talk about and I have no clue what I'm talking about. Feel free to throw that in the comment section. I feel like I'm pretty locked in. I mean, I got my copy of New Abnormal and Reality Awaits. I put them up specifically for this freaking video. So, I mean, hell, let's just start off with the biggest gripe that I have with this album, and that is the album cover. I genuinely cannot, I don't like, the album cover is the biggest, I dislike the album cover more than the AI, or not the AI, sorry, the auto-tune that is used on this album. That's like the biggest thing that everybody's talking about. Oh, the auto-tune. And I get where they're coming from. I also have my gripes with it, but the album cover it's not, I can't stand it. And that's probably more of a personal thing because the album cover is really important because it really turns me off to an album if I'm not, or I shouldn't say it that way. It really turns me on to an album if I like it a lot. You know what I mean? Like, for example, this album right here, Jason Molina, the album cover is the reason that I started listening to that album because I was like, whoa, like this cover is super cool. Just stuff like that, And a lot of people are talking about whether or not it's AI. I don't know if it's AI or not. If it is AI, I think that makes it even worse. I mean, Julian has done AI album covers before, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was. But if it's not AI, I think it's still bad. I mean, I get the vibe that they were going for with the whole like vintage postcard, like traveling sort of vibe. Like I get that. I mean, I have them myself, but I just feel like they could have done it a lot better. I don't think that this is, I don't think this album cover is very appealing. I just don't think I don't know. It just doesn't fit their vibe and it doesn't, I don't know. But anyway, moving on. I don't want to babble about that the whole time. The opener, Psycho Shit, is very, like, when I heard this, I was like, whoa, like, this is a weird sort of vibe for the Strokes to be going into. It has that same vibe on, I think it's Liar's Remorse. Like, these two songs just sound like very, like, impending doom, like, the all hope is lost, like, we're all about to die. Like, it's very much that vibe, and I like the vibe. My biggest gripe with the opener is that the auto-tune does bother me on this song. I cannot really get past the auto-tune, especially when he's hitting those high notes. It's just, on that one, it doesn't bother, it bothers me. But on Liar's Remorse, they very much have the same vibe. It doesn't bother me as much, the auto-tune. And I like the lyrics on this song a lot. What he's saying about AI, like a very like, oh, like, listen to what the AI is telling you to do today, da-da-da-da. I get it. I think it's very nice, and I agree with it. But why? I just don't understand. It feels sort of hypocritical to me, and maybe it's just my lack of understanding of the lyrics so far, because, it's not like I've heard the song many a times. I've heard it like maybe twice, 3 times. But I just don't understand why he's talking about AI in this way when the motherfucker used an AI cover, like, and was blatant about it and was like very like, I just, you want to talk bad about AI, which I get and which is a good thing and which I very much agree with, because like I fucking hate AI, like we can all agree on that. But you just used it the other day. It's for the album cover. You know, like, and that was 2 years ago. I think that was in 2024. And people can change. I'm not, denying that. It's just, I don't know. It just feels sort of off. But I like the song. I like the song, and I like what it's saying. It's just that part seems a little odd to me. But anyway, moving on from that. Dine and Dash is cool. It's not one that I'm gonna like go back to that much, but I think it's cool. I think it's chill. Lonely in the Future, however, is definitely my favorite song on the album. I think this song is great. I think it's the best song on the album. I think it's fun. I think it's energetic, and I think the auto-tune doesn't bother me on it. In terms of the whole Fantano of it all, I don't understand why Julian doesn't like Fantano. I mean, it doesn't bother me because I think it's kind of funny, but I don't know. I at first I had trouble even hearing it because I was like, I knew the bar was in there, but I was like, where, like I don't hear it. But it took me a while to pick up on it. But anyway, favorite track, for sure. Which the track that follows immediately after it, Falling Out of Love, is my least favorite track. I'm not gonna lie, I could not get through the end of this song. Because it's so long. It's 6 minutes, and that's not the reason I couldn't get through. I don't want anybody thinking that I have like TikTok brain or anything, but it's 6.5 minutes, and the auto tune on this song is it's grating. It's like not. I don't know. I just think it's not a good song. When I heard it as a single, I was like, oh, like now I'm not as hyped for the album, but I don't know. It's probably my least favorite Strokes song, probably ever, if I have to be quite honest. Going to Babylon, I think it's great. I think it's chill. I don't think it really sounds like a Strokes song, but I don't think that makes it bad. I mean, I enjoy listening to it. If people said that they didn't like it, I would understand why. But I think it's fun. I think it's chill. And same with Going Shopping, the lead single to this record. At first, I was a little skeptical because everybody was talking about the auto-tune. And I see, I also dislike the auto-tune on this song, but not to the point of like a Falling Out of Love or a Psycho Shit, where I just genuinely, like, the auto-tune like makes it not enjoyable. I think if you don't think about it, it's fun and I like it. But if you're thinking about it while you're listening to it, you're probably not gonna, or at least I'm not gonna enjoy it. But if I throw it on and I'm just vibing to it, I think it's a wonderfully catchy song. I mean, come on. And the music video is great. I love the music video. The music video is very, very cool. But I do get why people don't like the auto tune. I keep wanting to say AI. But anyway, and then the 3 songs on like the back half, Liar's Remorse, The Fruits of Conquest, and Tyrants of the Mellow Moon, sorry. My favorite is probably The Fruits of Conquest. I think that's catchy. I think it's vibey. It's, it's very upbeat. It's fun. But Tyrants of the Mellow Moon, the closer, I'm not that crazy about. I just think it goes on. I just don't think that there's anything really inherently like different about it. I think it kind of it seems like a less interesting version of a bunch of songs that we've already heard on the album. I don't think that it's necessarily a bad song. It's just not. It's kind of forgettable for me. And then I already talked a little bit about Liar's Remorse, but yeah, that's all I have to say about the new Strokes album. I've blabbled on. See what I did there? I've blabbled on for long enough. But anyway, I know I haven't posted in a while, but I plan on being a little bit more consistent after this, because I do want to hop on my YouTube grind, as I do so well. Not, but anyway, yeah, follow me, hit me up, or don't. Goodbye.